Well, hello. Don't mind the hacker in the background. We caught this guy not long ago while I was trying to grind for the characters that'll be in this video, so don't mind him. Anyways, welcome to Pillar Chase 2 again. If you don't already know what this game is, go check out my verse video. It explains everything about the game and basically what the monster in Survivor does. Anyways, we have monsters to look at, so let's get right into it. Aloi. He's not the greatest, but he is fun. He's actually a pretty good character on his own. It's just that, compared to the other ones, he's not as good, but he's still great. So let's talk about his abilities. His first ability is Zoni Vision, which shows everyone around the map. It also lets you freely attack, which doesn't sound that great, but then you realize that he gets an extra bit of stamina where he uses the ability, which is actually great for chasing players. So if you're chasing someone and you use the ability, you'll have a better chance of catching up to them. Or they'll just run out of stamina and they'll die anyway. Pretty much either way works. His next ability is Shapeshift, which of course lets him turn to another player. This is actually great because he has the same amount of speed as a player, so you can't really be like, oh, he has more speed than no other player. That's definitely Aloi. You can't really tell, because there's no really indication that he's Aloi. You can even fake doing objectives and it wouldn't look like you're Aloi. So it's actually a great ability. You can just go behind a player when they're not looking and do an objective and then just break their neck pretty much. It's pretty good. The Forest King. Probably the most terrifying theme in this game. Yeah, no, the theme is ripped right from Coronation Day, which I will say I have looked into Coronation Day, so I know this thing is, pretty creepy, to say the least. Yeah, let's go into his abilities. Their first ability is Glitching Blitz, which shoots out a little glitch ball that does damage over time. This is great if you want to get people low, and it helps a lot when you got people who are pretty good at running and getting around the map. So this is actually good of getting people low enough to whenever they do run out of stamina, you can catch them, and they're probably going to be one-shot by the time you get there if you slow yourself down. If you didn't know, they actually do more damage if they are not sprinting, which is great for the situation because if they run out of stamina, they're probably dead immediately. Their next ability is Lurking Facade, or a simple way to put it, Floating Heads. This basically spawns in this little head that will chase after players constantly. But there's a lot of good things about this ability. Number one, if it sees a player, it will highlight them and other players around them, from what I know. The other thing is it will constantly be chasing a player no matter what. It will go away eventually, but it is faster than a player who is not running. But if they are running, they can of course outrun it. The other thing is if it hits a player, it will get them stuck in this tree. They cannot get out of it for a couple seconds. It also speeds the Forest King up tremendously and also ups their stamina. And it's a crazy ability to use. And if you use it on a player nearby, yeah, they're done. Fogborn, the absolute speed demon he is. Let's look at his abilities. His first ability is Thunder Warp, which lets him go invisible and go insanely fast. You can get out of this whenever you want to, and it's just super, super fun to use. And it's actually very good, since you can get around anywhere around the map, and you will catch everybody. Now, one thing I will tell you is that this actually will highlight players for a split second whenever you use the ability. So you can actually kind of get an idea of where the players are. And it's pretty good, but you cannot do damage immediately after you teleport. That would be way too powerful, and you can't use any abilities after you get the teleport as well for a couple seconds. So don't try doing that, it does not work. His next abilities will make Fogborn shine, which is Foggy Stare. Whenever someone looks at you in this mode, you immediately start rushing them down. They get highlighted. No one else can be highlighted besides them. You are out for blood, and the blood is that person, and you full sprint towards that person. You don't do a lot of damage as Fogborn, so you do gotta remember that they can still get out of it, but most likely they won't. If someone is being chased by you directly and there's really no cut points or anywhere to juke them out, yeah, no, they're dead. Well, there it is. This is the end of the video, and again, I have basically no words for how many views my last video got, and I appreciate it so much. I don't care if I didn't make money or anything. That just shows that you guys do like watching this type of stuff, and I enjoy making this as well. Playing the game was fun, and I could show raw footage if you guys would like that. And if you are listening to the end of this, I also appreciate it for the people who, you know, chill and talk a little bit. You know, sometimes you just gotta, you know, listen a little bit. So yeah, this is the third episode, which is kind of crazy, of this little series that I had going on. I did not expect this to get to a third episode anyway. But hey, you know, I'm not going to complain. I love this game, and there is another game coming up called Devil's Dawn. At the beginning, if you know the song, then you know why I put it there. It is Pal Percy's theme, from what I know. It said it, but for Devil's Dawn that's coming out at some point. I don't know when it's coming out. I just heard it's a game like this, but it's got a lot of different characters and a lot of different things they're adding in, and I can't wait to make videos on that as well. Now, my channel will still not be based around, you know, this type of stuff as well. I will be making videos on other types of games and other things, and just kind of really anything, I guess you could say. But I'm talking a little bit too much here, so let's just say I got other things in mind. Now see you guys in the next one. Peace.